Once upon a time, high in the mountains, a farmer found something strange. Near a rocky cliff, alone and forgotten, was a single egg. He did not know what it was, so he did what any kind man would do. He carried it home and gently placed it in his chicken coop among the other eggs. Days passed, quietly, slowly. And then one morning, the egg cracked open. Out came a small creature, sharp eyes, a curved beak, and tiny wings folded tightly against its body. The chickens did not question it. They pecked at the ground. So the eaglet pecked at the ground. They scratched for seeds. So the eaglet scratched for seeds. They clucked and waddled and stayed close to the fence. And the eaglet clucked and waddled and stayed close to the fence. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And the eaglet grew into a full eagle, powerful, broad, built for the sky. But he did not know that, because no one had ever told him. One afternoon, something changed. An old eagle appeared in the sky, soaring, slow, effortless, like he owned every cloud, every gust of wind, every inch of the sky. The chickens scattered in fear, but the young eagle just looked up, and something stirred inside him, something deep and unnamed. His wings twitched. For one strange moment, he felt it, a pull, like the sky was calling him by name. But then, a chicken bumped into him, breaking the silence, and the young eagle looked back down at the dirt. "I am a chicken," he told himself. "This is where I belong." And the feeling passed, or so he thought. The old eagle returned the next day, and the day after that. Each time, he landed just outside the fence and watched with quiet eyes. On the third day, he did not just watch. He threw his head back and released a cry that shook the mountains. The young eagle froze. Every feather on his body stood still. The old eagle spoke, calm, certain, unhurried. "You were not made for the ground. I have watched you for 3 days. I have seen how you look at the sky when you think no one is watching. I have seen your wings move, even when you tell them not to." The young eagle said nothing. The old eagle continued, "The hardest prison in the world has no bars. It is built from one sentence that you keep repeating to yourself. This is just who I am. You have been telling yourself the wrong story." And with that, the old eagle spread his wings, pushed off the earth, and rose, up and up and up, until he became a speck, and then nothing. The young eagle stood there, alone, in the silence, and something cracked open inside him, something older than fear, something that had always been there, waiting. He walked to the edge of the fence. He looked at the ground below. He looked at the sky above. His heart was pounding. His wings were trembling. And for the first time in his life, he chose the sky. The first jump was terrifying. He fell before he flew. But his wings, those wings that had never been used, that had been folded away for so long, remembered. They remembered before he did. And suddenly, he was not falling. He was flying. The ground disappeared below him. The fence, the coop, the noise, all of it, gone. There was only wind and silence and sky. And the eagle understood, all at once, something he could never unlearn. He had never been lost. He had only been in the wrong place. There are people in this world living like chickens, not because they are chickens, but because that is all they have ever been shown. You were not built for small spaces. You were not built to stay close to the fence. Somewhere inside you, there are wings you have never used, and all it takes is one honest moment, one look at the sky, one decision to stop telling yourself the wrong story. The ground will always be safe, but you were not made for safe.